A very warm and a pleasant good morning to everyone here. This is Ekta Pandey, and today I'm here to speak over the very relevant topic that is Beti Bachao Beti Padhao. Women are a very important part of our society, but the rising crimes against women has resulted in a regular decreasing sex ratio of females in India. It has become very crucial to save the girl child to maintain the female sex ratio and also the balance of nature. Many initiatives are taken by Indian government and NGOs to protect and save the girl child. Actually, after the birth of a girl child, she has to face another type of discrimination in terms of education, health, nutrition, safety rights, and other needs of a girl child. We can say that women are disempowered instead of being empowered. And in order to empower women and give them their full rights, uh, the government of India has launched this scheme. It is a tri-ministerial effort of Ministries of Women and Child Development, Health and Family Welfare, and Human Resources Development. Beti Bachao, Beti Padhao has been one of the greatest initiatives taken by the Indian government. The main goal of this campaign is to ensure that every girl child gets a proper education. This is also one of the reasons that people get to encourage others as well as their families to do the same as the nation suggests. This scheme was inaugurated on January 22, 2015 by our Honorable Prime Minister Mr. Narendra Modi. It was a nationally recognized campaign. The Government of India summoned the campaign for the improvement of welfare schemes along with promoting girl child awareness. Beti Bachao Beti Padhao is one of the popular welfare schemes. The meaning of Beti Bachao Beti Padhao is save the daughter and educate the daughter. Haryana is the state where they launched this project, and the reason was the lowest sex ratio of female in. The scheme has been aimed at the safety of girl children across the country and arrangement for proper education and security. The scheme helps in the assistance of professional and personal development while eliminating female foeticide from.
So, Beti Bachao, Beti Padhao is an exquisite campaign which has been taken to empower women. And this campaign was launched by our Honorable Prime Minister Mr. Narendra Modi on 22nd January 2015 at Panipat, Haryana. So, first of all, we need to understand why it's Beti Bachao, Beti Padhao, why it's not Beta Bachao, Beta Padhao, and why it became inevitable to launch this campaign. In my personal conviction, women were being dominated by men across the world. I mean, this problem was not of India only. It has been the problem of whole world. I mean to say that the society of the whole world was patriarchal in nature someday and still patriarchal in nature in some part of the world. For instance, we may see the countries in Middle East, Asia, like still women are meant to be at home. They are not allowed to go to schools and colleges. They cannot participate in games and sports. And there are a lot of areas where the involvement of women are restricted or banned. Recently, I read a headline in the newspaper that now women will be able to drive vehicle in Saudi Arabia. Indeed, it's commendable step taken by the Prince of Saudi Arabia, but it could have been done much earlier. It's irony of fate that we always say that we have already entered the era of science and tech and globalization, and still this type of ignominious activities is prevalent in some part of the world. Anyway, let's come to India because this campaign was launched in India only. We Indians often give a reference of Vedas, Purans, and many books related to our religion and vehemently put our thought that women are embodiment of goddess Lakshmi, Durga, Kali, Saraswati, etc. Actually, we are in restrictions. The same goddess Lakshmi, Durga, Kali, Saraswati, etc. were bound to follow the ill practices like Sati Pratha in India. In India, parents used to pay dowry to get their daughter married. Now also you may see in many areas parents paying dowry to getting their daughter married. They have they had prejudice that a son is going to look after them in their last stages, and that's why son used to get privileges, and they used to think that girls are others assets. So this was the reason they didn't want girl child, and these preconceived ideologies had resulted into the female ferticide and low literacy rate of women. Women were not allowed to go to schools and colleges. In population census of 2011, it was revealed that the sex ratio was like 940 females per thousand of males, and literacy rate of women was around 60 to 65%. So these low figures of sex ratio and literacy rate of women prompted the government of India to launch this campaign. Indeed, this campaign has worked on ground level. Many schools and colleges launched the same campaign to support the government, and now we may see many people have changed their mindset, and they are being lenient towards their daughter and sending them to apex institutions to get higher education. In rural areas too, we may see female pursuing their career in police earlier, which was not possible for them. This campaign has shown its impact in just 7 years, and now we may see that the equation is totally changed. This campaign has made drastic change in our society, and recently it was found that the sex ratio of India is like 1020 females per thousand of males. That's all for
Earlier,
today.
India had an orthodox society, and it was believed that a girl child was a burden to her family and the one who never contributes anything back in return. As a result, people chose to kill their daughters either before or after she took birth. Seeing the miserable situation of the society, the social scheme Beti Bachao Beti Padhao was introduced by our Honorable Prime Minister Narendra Modi on 22nd January 2015 to improve the effectiveness of all welfare schemes and to promote awareness for girl children in India. The welfare scheme Beti Bachao Beti Padhao literally means save the daughters, educate the daughters. The scheme was initiated first, especially in Haryana, because the state had the lowest female sex ratio as compared to other states of the country, according to the census of 2011. The main aim of the scheme was to prevent female infanticide and sex determination, ensure safety, and save all girl children and provide them quality education. One of the bitter truths of our society is that a woman's greatest enemy is another woman herself. I mean to say that earlier mothers were herself involved in female foeticide. However, the situation was not the same everywhere. Instead, uh, there were most of the houses where mothers were forced by their in-laws to drop their upcoming girl children, despite of the willingness of the mothers. Earlier, there was also another superstitious belief that it was sin for a girl to study or gain knowledge, despite knowing the fact that the goddess Saraswati, who is the goddess of knowledge, is herself a lady. Instead, people kept their daughters and sisters aloof from studies. Last but not the least,
First of all, I would like to break these four words into two parts. So first is Beti Bachao. So what is seen in our country that in backward areas the girl child is not generally welcomed and killed in the mother's womb itself. So the government is here trying to say that save the girl child. Now, the another two words that are Beti Bachao, Beti Padhao. So, through this, the government is trying to convey that educate the girl child. What is seen in our country that when the girl child is saved, then she is not given education and engaged in the household activities, or due to child marriage she doesn't get proper education. So the government is trying to say educate the girl child. So the complete meaning that comes out from these two words is that save the girl child and educate her. So today we will talk on this topic, Beti Bachao Beti Padhao. This program was initiated by our Prime Minister Sri Narendra Modi on 22nd January 2015. The main aim of this program was to meet all the issues related with the girl child and solve them. This program was run by health, child and ministries of women and child development, health and family welfare, and uh,
Beti Bachao Beti Padhao is a government social scheme launched by the Prime Minister Narendra Modi in order to address the gender imbalance and discrimination against girl child in the Indian society. This scheme is to make people aware of the importance of girl child in the Indian society, as well as bring some positive uh, changes in the people mindset towards girl child. People in the Indian society have very rude mindset about the girl child. No one wants a girl child in today's era. They think that girls are like a burden in their life, who only need to take whole life from their parent and never give. However, it is not true. Girls occupy half population of the world, so they are half responsible for the existence at life on the earth. Less importance of a girl child in the human society is causing suspense of the
scheme in India. The main reason for launching the Beti Bachao Beti Padhao scheme is to save the girl and educated people of safety and educated daughters at the district level and panchayat level. People often participate in big numbers to create equality for the girls and boys in society. So nowadays, daughter come forward and participate in politics. engineering, the medical field, and many other fields. For this scheme, daughters' education was spread in our country, and many daughters got financial support from the government. Girls become self independent. The government can stop female femicide. There is a lack of seriousness among the machinery workforce and government police under this scheme. The support and help of the civic body is a great deal less to meet the objectives. The
And the scheme has successfully made people think about a good education for girls. Beti Bachao Beti Padhao is a scheme for the is a scheme for the welfare of society more than that of the girls, and Beti Bachao Beti Padhao is working well in its fields, and we are expecting for a brighter future. We are expecting for a brighter future for the daughters of India, and this nationwide campaign has been started to raise awareness among the message for saving and educating girls. It has the goal of ensuring that the birth of girls education of well-being and without discrimination and nutrition, empowering nearly half of the population of this country by giving equal rights. There is a need of intervention of national, state, district, and community level people, and various stakeholders for immediate effect on the CSR issue for this campaign. It is to it is to save the lives of Dalit girls and provide them higher education opportunities so that they can be empowered and participate in all the working areas.
So, as we all are given the topic Beti Bachao and Beti Padhao, so here I would like to put forth my view over the same topic. So, as we all are well acquainted with the fact that Beti Bachao and Beti Padhao was started by our currently Prime Minister Narendra Modi on 22nd January 2015. But firstly, we should understand the history of uh, a revolution that occurred to change change formed in our Indian society regarding girls. So let's turn the pages of our history. So I would like to make you aware that
Beti
girls were
Bachao Beti Padhao is an important milestone in the way of girls' education. Beti Bachao Beti Padhao is a national campaign launched by our Prime Minister Mr. Narendra Modi to promote awareness about girls' education and to reduce sex discrimination all over the India. This was this was launched on January 22, 2015 at Panipat, Haryana, and it was firstly launched in Haryana because that state had lowest female sex ratio at that time, and now it has reached to 640 districts of India so far. And so important thing is why even it is required in a developing country like India. So first we will see some important facts about India, that according to 1991 census, India has only India has only 900 India has only 9